Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Vanessa. I am the owner of Miss Craftiness and thank you so much for being here. So today is December 30th, like I said, Tuesday. I had plans for another vlog or a different style of a vlog, but as I was putting it together yesterday, I did not like how it came out. And it was just not appealing to me. It was boring to me. So I'm like, I'm gonna redo it. My plan was to do a recap of 2025, but by month. And as I was doing that, at the beginning it sounded amazing, but as I was doing it, I was like, oh God, this is boring. So we're not doing it like that. I thought that in this vlog, I would tell you about my highlights in 2025 and what I plan to do next year. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at my phone because I have like bullet points of what I want to say and I want to make sure that I get to everything. So just so you know, that's what I'm looking at. So let's start with my first highlight of 2025. In case you didn't know, I started my YouTube journey in April of this year. So a fun fact about me, really quick, I wanted to be a makeup artist when I was younger. I know that's kind of crazy, like how did I want to do a makeup, or how did I want to be a makeup artist but then crochet and sew and all that? Two completely different things, but that's what I wanted to do when I was younger. And I also had a plan to do makeup tutorials. I kind of did something like that for a project in high school, and my video got shown all the time. And it was kind of embarrassing now that I look back. But it's really like cool to see that I did something like that and I wanted to do something like that. And here I am now doing vlogs. So I didn't know what the future had in store for me. And here I am 8 months later into my YouTube journey and there's many more vlogs to come. All right, so highlight number 2. So in April, I hit my 3-year anniversary with my business. I started my business in 2022. In April of 2022, like I said, I started my business and I didn't know, not that I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but I was terrified. I was so scared, but I was so excited. So I just did it. I just did it and it was one of the best decisions that I've made in my life. So another fact about me is I wanted to start a business when I was younger. I didn't know though if it was going to be about makeup or anything like that. I know I either wanted to obviously do makeup, sell makeup, but I know for sure that I wanted to have a business. And here I am years later doing something that I love and I absolutely enjoy doing. I wish that younger me could see me now. She would be so happy for sure. So yeah, 3 years into business and many more years to come. My third highlight of 2025 is that I left my part-time job to fully commit to my business. Quick little backstory, in 2023 we had a medical emergency and we also bought a house. So I started working HR and retail. I also kept my business on the side. Now my business was full-time. Like when I would get home from my HR job, I would come straight home and work on my business. And it was so tiring. It was exhausting. I was pretty much there at that place, like I would say almost every day. I would get like 2 days off, 2 to 3 days off, but I would be there quite often. So I ended up leaving that job in August just for my sake, because I wanted to focus on my health and I wanted to focus on what I love doing the most, which is my business. So highlight number 4, and you may already know this from watching a previous vlog of mine. With the help of my husband, we attended and sold at 32 markets this year. I have a vlog on this. This would be, I think, not the last vlog, but the one before that one. I talk more about those markets, so you can go check that out. My final highlight of 2025, in the month of August, we sold 83 items and we did 7 markets that month. I think since I left that job, I feel like it was my motivation to just push out as many markets as we could and during that month. So I think it was just like, let's just go. I can't believe that we sold that much, and I can't believe I had 83 items made. I know I obviously have more, but when you look at it, like as I'm looking at it right now, it doesn't feel that way. But yeah, it's just incredible that I sold 83 items. Now, that's not a lot to some people, but that's a lot to me. And I'm just grateful. That is our best month of the year. And I'm so happy that that was our best month. So now that we talked about my highlights, I want to show you like a little montage, I guess, of all of my creations, everything that I did in 2025, markets, things like that. So I hope you enjoy it. So here's a quick look at our Saturday morning. We picked up our favorite coffee from Goodness. I started crocheting some lavender. It is a 2-hour trip to a bookstore that I sell my products at. We come to the bookstore once a month to restock, and it is located in Watertown, Minnesota. It is called Hearthside Books. And this is where I have my products. It's located above the horror section inside the bookstore. If you ever want to see my products in person and can't make it to a market, this is the perfect place to go to. It's such a cozy bookstore. We absolutely love coming here every time that we come to restock. They also have a super cool room that you can come and hang out and read. And then our day ended with pizza and our favorite TV show. friends, it's been a little while since I've done an order packing video, so let's pack an order. Also, I'm gonna be wearing this hat the entire video because I'm so proud of it. I made it yesterday. Let me know what you think. So now let's talk about what my goals are and what I want to do for 2026. I know that this year was a bit heavy on markets. Next year, I think I want to cut back just a little bit. Since I did 32 markets, I think I just want to do 20 next year. Now that may change. I'm not 100% sure. But I think I want to just do 20. I just feel like since I did so many this year, I wasn't able to focus on social media and I wasn't able to focus on making things that I love doing. So that is just like my goal for 2026 for sure. Another thing that I want to focus on is venturing out to other platforms to sell on and to just showcase my items. I am on Shopify, but you do have to drive your own sales to Shopify. So I'm hoping that with me focusing more on social media, that'll help with that. But I do also want to find different platforms to show my products. Next year, I also want to do more giveaways. I only did one giveaway for 2025. And I feel like that's just not enough. Maybe I'm thinking 2 to 3 for 2026. I'm actually planning on doing a giveaway soon. I'm thinking beginning of February, maybe end of February. I'm not 100% sure, but make sure you double check my Instagram and Facebook and things like that. I also want to take on projects that are out of my comfort zone. So maybe doing projects like blankets. This is just like all for me, not like to sell. But projects like blankets, cardigans, things like that, I want to try to take on. I'm used to doing like smaller crochet stuff, but I kind of want to try something new. And last but not least, I want to be more involved with my community. I was involved with my community this year, but I feel like I can definitely do more next year. So that is another goal of mine. And to close out this vlog, I would also love to thank each and every one of you that are currently watching and have been watching from the very beginning. From buying our handmade products to subscribing to following, I truly am so grateful for each and every one of you. And I couldn't have done this without you. As we welcome in the new year, I wish you all happiness, success, love, and new adventures for 2026. And again, thank you so much for your support this year. And I will see you all next year in 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye, guys.